Hey guys, it's Vince over at CG Vinyl Studio. Right now, I just want to cover real quick the review process that we go through before following through with lamination. Now, certain companies, I guess, I don't know exactly what everyone does because this industry is kind of tight-lipped, but I'm going to show you what we do, and this assures that you guys get the best quality product that we can produce, and that's just by simply going over the material, making sure, and again, we have a gooseneck lamp. We can come over here and see exactly what we've got in terms of debris. Because I don't care how clean your shop or your work environment is, you're always going to have some level of dust or debris that ends up on your material. So having the proper cloths, having the proper lighting, everything actually pans out to giving you, hopefully, a perfect product for your client. In order to achieve that, I want you guys always to think about working with paint, because graphics, unlike paint, is much less forgiving. And what I mean to say is if you get an ink blotch or you get a piece of dust in an area that it doesn't belong, once they're laminated, that's it. You don't get a chance to remove it. Painting, of course, you can sand, buff out. You can't do that with graphics. So again, if you want a product that's going to really impress your clients and really stand out, because I feel in this industry you get a lot of finished product pictures, but you really don't know what those products look like in the sun or up close. We try to make it so that if you guys are looking at these, whether you're looking at them from 10 inches, 12 inches away, we're looking at them up to 3 inches, 2 inches away, everything is the same. That's the way I feel it should be done. Everybody's different. We see an automatic lamination process being done all the time where guys are doing this kind of work in their garage, and I don't know how they can do that and produce a quality product over and over again. We try for the utmost in consistency. So again, we have our tempered glass right here. Glass is used because of course it's super flat. We then use our masking tape. Now I've used blue. Now we went back to the yellow because it's got a little more adhesive. And again, I've got the 3M 8518 Glossy on our Made in Americas. These are our one of our trademark nose arts. We sell these a lot. And now I'm just going to go through the process, and you can see, even by me speaking, you can get debris. And what I mean by debris is the longer this sits here, it'll pick up stuff. And vinyl naturally is, it can get static. And if it actually attracts static, you will find that in the air it'll pick up different things. So now what we're going to do is we will go through and I will show you the wet process that I use again, and we will go through and actually follow through with lamination after following the wet process. Stay tuned. Okay guys, in this portion of the video, and again we have to break the video up because this is far too much to cover holding a phone and trying to organize everything. We use a mister, very simple, and again we just come over and apply a light mist of water after sealing the edges with straight edges. And the reason we do that is because when you put water down, dust and debris now are going to be wiped off when you run it through your laminator. Now this is a unique process. I've never seen it done. I developed it over years of practice, and like painting, you go to spray paint, you wet the surface to keep the dust down, and then they'll go and spray whatever they're going to spray, typically a car, a bike, whatever it is. If you want to have pretty much, I would say, at least 95 to almost 98% success, this method works amazing. Because again, dust, debris, everything has been virtually aired out because we keep the surface nice and wet. And of course, the graphics underneath, even though they're inkjet, they're underneath the vinyl laminate, and that's why this comes out as nice as it does. So again, we're going to run it through the laminator. I'll show you the finished product, but you can see how we seal the edges. We use our straight edges, just a little rag here, come over here, and now when we lift this, you can see your edges are clean. So now you are ready to wipe your edge to make sure that there is no water penetration on the edge of the vinyl, because right now we are still susceptible to getting moisture underneath the laminate, but you can see how the water is just sitting on top. And you're golden. We're ready now to laminate, and I'll show you exactly what it looks like when it's done. Okay guys, here's your finished product. And this is interesting. We didn't wipe anything, we just ran it through. And you can see the bubbles of water. And you overcut your laminate by about ½ inch. And that gives you protection on the vinyl's edge. And you can see exactly what you're left with. Glass. And that's exactly what we wanted. And as I pan the light, and this is why we do this, similar to what they do with the car, you want to have a bright LED light. Typically white light works best. And you come over and you can scan and see if there's any imperfections. Right now, you got a whole sheet here that's done. Just coming over and moving slowly, and that's why we want a gooseneck lamp. She's trying to film without getting hit by the lamp. So you can see we've got perfection. These are not cut yet. They're going to go into the Suma T75. And one of the things I want to point out as well is the laminate comes up here, and that's where we actually apply it to the vinyl. And then we come down here, and again, you've got that ½ inch overhang, and this is how you basically are sealing your vinyl from actually getting moisture underneath. This process, once mastered, you can see what you'll get. And the interesting part is, now of course they're waterproof, and weatherproof in general respect, but you think about how much money is sitting on this sheet. What do these sell for?
I think $11.50.
$11.50. Now, I can tell you right now in material, you probably, what size is this? Is a
14 by 24.
14 by 24. So we got about maybe $3 in material, and these sell for $11.50 a set. So again, you're breaking down the math, and that's if you, again, want to sell at whatever price you're actually asking for, but once you sell the first set, everything is paid off. You could basically just clean these out. So when you think about the time invested, we have probably, I would say probably 20 minutes in this to do a single sheet. So break that down. Your 9 to 5 is not going to touch even close to this. Micro manufacturing is going to be the best home business of the future, definitely, because you control your whole quality. And if you find something that you can do in the house that's clean and easy, again, it's just following a simple process redundantly, and you can see exactly what you get. So again, guys, I hope that this video has been helpful. This is without a doubt the most tedious part of dealing with graphics. Okay, the robots do the work. Shoot the robots. Let me see. You got the Epson right here, P7000, and then over here we've got the Suma. These robots do the majority of the work, where it's going to come into human hands, and still inspection is going to be the lamination. This is the part that makes you money. If you can't do this and get a product that is sellable, you're screwed. So take your time and just go through the process documenting it until you get it right, because when you get it right, it becomes art. And that's when you're able to resell and make your money over and over and over again. No different than a painter working with base coats and clear coats. It's the same thing. There is no school without hands-on experience how to do it. You have to do it yourself and see what you're left with. Because when you see what you're left with, it's pretty amazing. So you can see the 3M8518, the gloss produced, and these are amazing. So I hope the video has been helpful. Keep your questions coming. I plan on doing more videos as we do this. It's just difficult to do necessarily with her shooting or me shooting, so we'll see what we can do to keep the videos coming for more tutorials. Thank you again. Take care.